Let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Heggen. We're going to be skiing pretty soon up in Lake Tahoe.
Sooner rather than later, especially with more rain chances in the forecast a little farther down the line. It does look like we're going to get into a calmer pattern as we head through the rest of this week. But the winter weather advisory for the High Sierra is in effect and continues all the way through 10 o'clock tomorrow. So up to 5 inches of total snow accumulation. The snow level is going to be around 6,000 feet or so, and some gusty conditions, especially at the higher elevations. We're going to be getting those wind gusts up to around 40 miles an hour or so. So anticipate some slippery conditions if you're going to be heading up that way, either on US 50 or on I-80. Of course, we've seen rain around the Bay Area, kind of ominous looking clouds as we look out from the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Anywhere from a few hundredths of an inch of rain in San Jose to almost 1 inch of rain in the North Bay around Rohnert Park. Generally, it's been about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch for the North Bay. Everybody else running from a few hundredths of an inch to maybe a couple tenths of an inch of total rainfall. We'll take every drop, especially into those dry fire fuels. And we still have some showers on First Alert Doppler right now. Let's take a look at that in motion over the last couple of hours. And you can see those showers kind of trending through the Santa Cruz Mountains into the Santa Clara Valley, and more showers for the North Bay as well. But it is hit or miss activity, and it's going to gradually dwindle as we go through the rest of tonight. The wider view had some thunderstorms in other parts of California. No cloud to ground lightning strikes around the Bay Area. And while there are going to be more showers offshore trying to make their way towards the coast, they're largely going to fall apart as we head through the first half of the day tomorrow. And then we'll break through to plenty of sunshine tomorrow afternoon, with that abundant sunshine sticking around on Wednesday as well. And you can see the impact of the lack of cloud cover when you look at the solar power generation forecast. Boost those numbers up significantly Tuesday and Wednesday, making the most of our roughly 10.5 hours of daylight that we get here in early November. So the weather pattern is going to mostly dry out after tonight. So we're going to be tracking a very slight rain chance in the forecast by Thursday night into Friday and Friday night. More likely that we stay dry in that time frame, but can't completely rule out the possibility of a shower. We'll watch it. There are signs, just the tail end of the 7-day forecast and really beyond that. Next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, that maybe a more significant rainmaker would head our way. That's a long way down the line. We're going to be drying out tomorrow, but what's going to take its place in terms of the unsettled pattern, it's going to be a big hill of air in the atmosphere off the coast, pushing against the air that's already overhead and squeezing the atmosphere, resulting in some occasionally gusty offshore winds. We can track those with Futurecast, and we'll start the clock this evening. Winds aren't going to be a problem tonight or tomorrow. Those winds are really going to start gusting up tomorrow night into Wednesday. Thankfully, we have added some moisture to the fire fuels across the Bay Area over the past 24 hours, so even those gusty offshore winds hopefully will not result in a significantly elevated fire threat. Quick check outside right now with another ominous look at those clouds from Salesforce Tower. Temperatures are in the low to mid 60s in most locations. 68 degrees in San Jose is the warmest spot on the map, and we'll drop down to a mix of 40s and 50s by early tomorrow morning. Some locally dense fog to start the day, and then temperatures are going to warm up. Let's take a look at where we end up tomorrow afternoon. Generally pretty close to what's normal for this time of year, within 2 or 3 degrees of average. And everybody's going to be within 2 or 3 degrees of everybody else. Upper 60s in the Santa Clara Valley, upper 60s inland in the East Bay, mid 60s for Fremont, Oakland, and Redwood City. Temperatures in San Francisco also reaching the mid 60s. Cool spots along the coast, low 60s for Half Moon Bay. But there's a theme here. Everybody's going to be in the 60s. The North Bay also likely to reach up into the upper half of the 60s by Tuesday afternoon. More of a warm up to go along with the offshore winds that are going to develop by Wednesday. But it's a brief little warm up. We drop back to basically near or slightly below average temperatures by the end of the work week. No additional rain chances in the forecast after tonight. Again, that outside chance of maybe a couple of showers with some additional clouds headed our way for the end of the work week on Friday. But the weekend at this point is looking pretty good. Any outdoor plans? I don't think you're going to have any complications. We'll be watching just beyond the 7-day forecast for that next round of unsettled weather to head our way after Monday in all likelihood, more likely by maybe Wednesday and Thursday of next week.